G'day and welcome to my garage.
I just realised putting this together I machined the wrong side of that nut because I'll explain. So what happened was the alignment of this screw was not correct. The drilling through all of these nuts is slightly off to one side, and I hadn't realised that until I started doing threading and you know, getting it done. Then threading the nuts, threading the screws. Once I started threading everything and putting it together, I noticed that the screw was off on an angle, and that these nuts can really go on one way. So if we have a look at this one, excuse me, if we have a look at this one, yep, that one, that's the one I've just done. The screw is relatively straight, it's pretty good. Let's just take it off. And the nuts on backwards. Now if I put it together and I've turned the nut around, you will now see that the thread is skewed slightly to the left. That is no good. So, excuse me, I'll have to machine the other side. Won't make any difference to the performance. It's just that one of them will be machined on both sides. Maybe two. I've still got the other one, this one here to do. You never know. I could screw that up also. But the reason I screwed it up was, I don't know if you can see, where are we there? There's a black mark. Yeah. I put a black mark on to tell me the side to machine. But I put that black mark on when this nut was on the wrong way around. This is a fair while back. So then I turned the nut around to get this screw right. I didn't remove the black mark. I left it on there. So I have to take material off the other side. Hang on, I'll leave that in there for alignment purposes. I'll bring you back when I've got this fixed. As you can see, I've machined the other side off. I'll just put some oil on this. I'll take it over the vise and put a file to it. So we've now got two flats on this particular one. This is the last screw to be modified. Now this is got to get down to 1.5, 1.658. Okay, everything feels good. Let's try this on the thread. Make sure we've undercut it enough.
Yep.
Okay, off to the mill to machine off the excess on the nut. That is spot on. Alright, I've just got to dismount it and clean it up. I'm starting the four-jaw chuck jaws. It's raining today. I've repaired this area. Excuse me, I've repaired that area, so let's get the other coat part on. Yes, I know I did everything probably wrong with this pour. I shouldn't have poured into that 2-inch sprue. There's no risers. Gate system, well, it wasn't too bad. Well, I don't know. We'll have a look. But I know the jaws won't turn out right. Bit of a collapse problem with the sand, the green sand. Oh well, let's see what happens anyway. I needed to melt down some scrap aluminium into nice ingots anyhow. Well, when that cools down, I'll bring you in for a closer inspection, but it looks like I've got 3 good ones out of there, and the one to the top left, rough as guts, but it'll probably just clean up anyhow. So I'll bring you back when it's cooled down. It'll only be a second for you. Well, that's my casting out of the mould. 3 of them came out quite well. A bit of flashing on it, but that's expected. But 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one still has its basic shape. It's got too much metal in places, but that's okay. Better than not enough. I can machine that out. There's no shrinkage in the parts, and all the shrinkage happens here in the riser. So I'll cut these off and get them ready for machining. Alright, let's do that. Alright, we've got the bottom of the jaws to machine. Alright, got another 10 thou. That's got that one. Very nice. I've just set this up, so I thought I should have shown you, but I didn't. So what I've done is there's no square edges to good edges to start with. So I'm assuming that the one there at the bottom is roughly a correct surface. So I'm just bringing the lathe tool up to it and putting it roughly in the same plane. Yep, that's close enough. So I'll machine this one off. Alright, where do we stand? Oh, pretty close. I might put a bit of oil in this headstock on the gears.
business. We'll take 10 power off and we'll see what happens. That's done.
There's one underneath, one of the jaws is underneath here, just using this first one that I've roughly machined. I've put a hole in there for the bolt, and I'm just lightly marking the one underneath. Okay. Now I'll go over to the drill press and I'll drill those out. Because the only machine surface I have is this one at the bottom, and the others aren't, and that's what I need to machine are these steps, and that's the roughest one of the lot. I need to get this drilling for the thread as perpendicular as best I can. So with the aid of a bit of white paper over the back and a small square, nope, that was too much. That was too much. That's it, we'll drill that. Okay, I've finished the others off. Well, I've got another one to, I'm doing another jaw, just doing some machining so I can get a good surface to drill and counterbore into. I'll talk about that in a moment. But this thing's way out of balance. So I've put a balance weight on, but it's now still out of balance. This is the balance weight. I've drilled it off centre on purpose so I can adjust. So I can adjust the weight. Let's run that further in. Well, I can go in further. That was very close. I think that'll be close enough. Now all I have to do is find the spanner. What can you see? Well, you can see that. That's the surface there that I'm doing. I need enough. Still need to take more down. This is a rotten one, build up everywhere. Extra aluminium everywhere. So still got a few more runs to do. That just has to be big enough so I can drill it out to 6, counterbore it for a 6mm socket head, hex head, no, socket head cap screw, whatever you call those things. So I'll keep going. I think I'll just do another 20th hour run and that'll be it. Well, I'm over on the mill, as you may notice even in this close-up shot. The hole has to be 6mm. I made it 5 for a 6mm thread, but I got that wrong. It's a clearance hole, it's not a threaded hole. So that's got to be drilled out to 6mm, and then it's got to be counterbored to take the head of the screw. That's a little bit over 10. I don't have a 11mm. Oh, that's 10, I should say. I don't have an 11mm end mill, but I do have a 12. I'll see how that goes. I'll try 10 first. I could cut the I could machine the serrations off the screw head there to make it a nice fit, but that depends on how well I align this setup. So alright, so I've got to go about 8mm deep, 10 to 12mm end mill, 6mm hole, and I'm just aligning it with a 5mm pin. To get my position. So let me set up and put an end mill in there. Oh, 6mm drill first. Alright, let's just set up and do. And this is a 10mm. We'll take it 8mm depth. I'll just check the clearance for the head. Oh, well, that fits nice. Let's take it to the full 8mm deep. Beautiful. Beautiful. On to the next one. And this is the last one. Just check. It's tight. It's tight. Change this out for a 10 mil. 10 mil. Come on, tell me what it is. N mil.
10 mil, 10 mil.
Just bringing this down to the last zero we used. Alright, over to the four-jaw chuck itself and mount this up, and then adjust my clearances.